Okay, I guess we'll get started. I want to welcome everybody to the Hampton Road Ship Model Society's meeting for the month of January. First thing, we'll say for Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I guess, do we have any guests? Yes, sir. You are Nathaniel, and you tell us a little bit about yourself as far as your modeling? Or?
I'm mostly do canes. My dad came from Michigan, so.
Okay.
What do I do? I did moved it a few days ago.
All right. So you're interested in building ship models. How did you find out about us? Oh,
new roommate.
Okay, new roommate. That's good. And I don't see your dad.
Yeah. I think he said he was gonna scout out on today. He had something to do.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll be here next month.
All right. Okay. Well, welcome, and we hope you'll find us interesting and want to come back. It's always a lot going on. All right. Are there any additions or corrections to the minutes? I thought Stuart did a good job on those. Okay. Since there are none, I guess those are approved. And the purser's report. We started the month off with $3,843.87. We collected $25 in raffle proceeds, and there are some other raffle proceeds that haven't been turned in yet that John Cheevers, I think, is taking those. And this is for the raffle for the burn saw. So if anybody wants a burn saw or a chance, see John Cheevers. Yeah, and we had no disbursements, so that leaves an ending balance of $3,868.87, and we're in good shape. So I'm gonna move into old business. The only thing I have here is the auction on February 10th. That's next month. We have a very large collection of ship model kits. And I think there was some of it was shown in the logbook for the this month's logbook. We do have some tools from Tony Clayton and some kits from him. And so it should be a good auction. Some of those kits are really nice. I know there's a rattlesnake kit in there, and I have a rattlesnake Practicum by Bob Hunt. So I'm going to put that with the rattlesnake kit because I won't be building that model. But so anybody who gets that rattlesnake kit, there will be a Practicum from Bob Hunt, and it should help and whoever builds it. Is there any other old business? Okay. All right, new business. The first thing is I want to call is the nomination of officers for the next 12 months. And right now, I guess we'll have a nomination for skipper. Dean Berger has served one term. He's eligible for 2 more. He said he would take that on. If somebody else wants it, they're welcome to take his place. So do we have any nominations for skipper? Okay, Mike Pillen nominated Dean Berger for skipper. Any other nominations?
He's not here, he loses. That's what he gets for being absent.
Okay, all right. Well, okay, so we will put his name in for nomination. Next month we'll vote on it. The next position available is the mate, first mate. John Cheevers is currently some. Wait, John is. Greg. Okay. Okay. All right. So, Greg, do you want to run
I'm willing to continue. The floor is open for nomination.
Oh, good. Okay, all right, well, Greg, and I think we'll strike John Cheevers from that. That was my mistake. My mistake. Okay, next position is secretary. Stuart is our current secretary.
Good job.
So we have, Ron, you make the nomination?
Nominate Stewart.
Okay.
Both nominated.
Got one more position. All right, so, so no other, just Stuart? Okay, so the last position is purser. And I'm currently the purser, but if anybody wants to take over and do the finances.
Tony Rowland.
Island, not nominated.
All right, so we have a full slate then. The way this works, since all the officers are running unopposed, the secretary will cast a ballot, one vote, and it's just a motion going through, so that will take place next month, right before the auction. Okay. Another thing that the officers have been working on is some bylaws changes. Stuart, you want to step forward and explain? Okay. Let me pull those up on the screen. Yeah. You do not need to take notes. These will be made available to you. They'll be in the logbook. You can study them. Open up a little bit. Yes. Yeah.
Or you can go down to line in the lower right corner.
Oh, yeah.
Where? Oh.
Yeah.
That's probably good. Okay, this is in the form of a nomination. I'm going to move that we make the following changes. This will be introduced now and we will vote on it next month. I move that we eliminate the category of lifetime member and replace it with a new category called member emeritus. The honorary level of membership for any regular member may qualify. A member emeritus will retain all benefits of membership, including the voting privileges, pay no dues, and will receive the logbook and general correspondence during their lifetime. Members may attain emeritus status as follows. A, upon the completion of 50 or more years of membership in the society, and we have one.
Wow. That guy's at the table in the corner.
This change will be automatic, require no action on the part of the membership. And B, any regular member may be nominated for emeritus membership by any other regular member in recognition of outstanding service to the society or to the practice of ship modeling in general. Approval of the nomination will require 2/3 majority vote of the members present. Now, the rest of these changes are just kind of cleanup changes as a result of that. We need to eliminate section 3, lifetime and honorary members shall not be required to pay dues. That's replace it with the statement member emeritus and honorary members will not be required. We want to eliminate the position of historian. That's a useless one because history is being maintained largely in other manners than have a person actually assigned to it. Plus, we no longer have a library. Yeah, we don't have a library. Years ago, there was a library. Really? Many.
And then on Article 7 of the meetings, this is just cleanup stuff. We want to take out the reference to mailing the meeting notices and logbook and put email and change 7 days to 3 days. The same in section 2 where the same thing occurs. And in case of an emergency, the notice may be by telephone. We're going to take that out because nobody wants to sit at the telephone and call 40 members. Those 2 paragraphs are simply reworded there to follow, show how they will be. And I so move this. Do I have a second?
Since we will vote on this next month.
Next month.
Yeah, you gotta give a 30-day notice for a bylaws change.
Just a question, because I think it deserves maybe some discussion, maybe not. Special meetings because it is email to members. There's no alternative to email, is that correct?
Or we need to be
Those if someone
contacted
doesn't have a
about
computer.
maybe word of mouth, phone, email. text message.
I think in the case, person who doesn't have a computer will have to mail them, but, okay,
It's stated here, it's strictly.
that was my question.
For the revised part is.
Oh,
When's the last time we had something
I don't mind if
mailed?
they communicated.
Or mail or email.
That leaves it open.
It's good.
Mail or, add 2 words. Mail or email. Okay. In fact, email should be first, I suppose. Email or mail. Or mail.
Second question, the emeritus category potentially significantly broadens the number of people who qualify and they become non-dues paying members. We don't really know how that's going to be applied because there's no real criteria for outstanding service. Any worries that will affect our revenues to the point where it will be hard to operate?
It's my understanding, just talking about this, that that's a very high esteem award for somebody to get to. And I don't see that many people.
There a use case in mind that brought this to.
Tony, what we did with Tony was, there was nothing in the bylaws that allowed us to give somebody a lifetime. It's like when we gave Bill Clark lifetime member because he served 50 years in dues. That's the first time we went in to this area.
I think it's going to be important because there's no real criteria here that when we present this, that's really made clear and we make sure the practice service or really outstanding service. Whatever that means.
All right, I think.
There's another factor there too that may be just a inference. If we do this once, let's say, for a deserved member, who's all the qualifications, great, everybody in the world knows him and his name is August Patrick or whatever like that, then will we be encouraged to find such a member every year?
No, I hope not, no.
Well, we have the Felmers Award.
It's
every
not,
year.
there are other awards for the year, each year. This is not an annual.
I understand that. And so we would not come to that. Because it is a very high honor, I would think, in any organization named emeritus.
The ranks of paying members is getting thin, and it's less likely someone would promotion. Maybe self-belief.
We had a situation on the Brownsdorf board where one member who was not in favor, not in good favor with the board, nominated someone to get a lifetime award and put this person in with John Hightower, Bill Koger, people like that. And this person didn't belong there at all. But the person who nominated her for lifetime was so belligerent that everybody put her in and gave up trying to stop it. And that stuck in my head. I'm not interested in stuff.
I think that's a danger in any organization
Yeah,
you have, and
you're
it's,
right, too.
I mean, we don't want to have where one person can say, I want to nominate this person, then it's rubber stamped, everybody, you know.
You should have seen this one. though,
But then it
Ryan.
may create a situation where that person may be in the room or something, and how do you discuss?
Want to add a step where there's a nomination and then nominations are reviewed by the officers prior to going to the, what's the membership for vote. Or a lot of places will put a special committee together to mediate these things. Because you're right, I mean, you nominate somebody on the floor, people are pretty uncomfortable voting against that.
It's a silent vote. And we do have a problem with amending it so that it has to be 2/3 majority of the current membership. So it's a meeting.
Or is there a quorum?
I mean, because it's this kind of thing that's not gonna happen very often. The trying to reach 2/3 of everyone, trying to reach everyone to get their vote. It doesn't matter if it takes a while. It's not something that has to happen overnight. That way you make sure that it doesn't get pushed through by faction. Happens. Road movement in the day.
Yeah, that's probably the rotary or the last. No,
This is supposed to be a true honor and having a process that goes along with that probably makes sense.
That doesn't have to happen overnight, so slowing it down by increasing it. Well, you don't have to reach everything, you have to reach at least 1/3, 1/5.
So we have 46 regular voting members, 47. We got James.
this is the members present. Majority.
Yeah, I think you were,
I
somebody
was
said
suggesting that we make it
2/3 of the total
of
membership.
all of the current membership. That will slow things down because some of them might not be present to vote. If it takes a little time to reach them, it doesn't matter. This is not a vote that needs to happen, just like that.
Any event.
okay, I take that as two suggestions for modifications to this. One is to have a vote by all members, not just present. And the other is to nominate by committee.
The president can appoint a committee, Skipper can appoint a committee to
Yeah.
review these nominations.
I would accept those.
I like that. You can write that
I
down,
will write them up.
okay? And do we need to? I think we meet the fact that we've presented it, we now have some changes going, so then we vote on it next month. I don't want to bring this back up and then,
Usually the presentation 30 days in advance is to allow time.
Yes.
We don't necessarily have to vote on it in February. I don't know, I read it again in February and move to March.
We can put it off till March.
February is the auction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, might be better than. A month, just.
We can publish it and we can
it's also sort of
open,
a new year too. So.
yeah, we can open the floor during auction for additional comments. And if there aren't any, then we could vote. And if there are, we can put it off another month.
I like that idea. That's a good idea.
So thank you for taking this on. I love our people. They will make me a concern. I'll appreciate it.
Good job.
Yeah. All right.
And with that, before you move on, the historian thing you brought up, you said that it's relevant because most of it's being, excuse me, in other ways. I figure the primary is being maintained as the website and the backup to the website. Well, okay, it's probably on the club computer. I don't have current bylaw. Copy I have on the website doesn't match what's being revised here. So,
This is where I got it from. Their website.
I don't have a lifetime member listed on mine. Sure you didn't get it from the public here?
I think you do, man.
Okay, well. Membership, regular, senior, oh, there it is.
I didn't think I dreamed it up.
It's dated 2019.
Okay, I scanned through it and didn't see it. I'm on my phone, hard to read.
Right, so we'll just rework this and then get back next month.
Suggestion as well, whenever we send out the next logbook, maybe have a section in there asking for any suggestions. Since we're only hitting what, like a quarter of the people?
Mhm.
So that way by the.
We have to publish this in the logbook,
Okay, good.
Yeah.
so it will be in the logbook. In fact, we'll publish a revised. That way everybody will know what it is, and then we'll take more comments at the February meeting. And, don't want to spend, we have a lot in February, but I think this is important to get it, try to get it right, because sometimes you can once you put something in writing, it's hard to deviate from that. So thanks for the comments. Okay. All right. I want to bring up in new business, the IPMS Richmond is having their show the last weekend in February. We participate in that. It's at the Richmond Fairgrounds Raceway. And they're moving to I think they call it the agricultural building. It's a building that's in the center of the parking lot down. You're walking to the grandstands from the racetrack, they would be on your right. It's where they have the train show. I don't know if y'all have attended the train show, which in fact is next weekend. But it's a bigger building. They're moving there, and that will be the last weekend in February. They have given us 3 tables. The Ship Model Society of Washington Ship Model Society will also be there. They will have 3 tables. And it's I know a lot of our guys sometimes sell stuff there, but there'll be a lot of model kits, displays. It's a competition. Dave, I hope you bring your Sharpie, because there'll be a good model for that. And but one thing that they have asked, in the past, we would make a contribution for trophies and sponsor a class. They no longer do that. But what they are asking for is if we could donate some plastic kits for the auction. And so I don't know if we have any plastic kits. Now, the kits that need to be auctioned, they need to be complete kits, because you don't want somebody to spend $5 for an auction ticket and then get a kit that's, somebody has opened up or taken out some parts and it's not complete. That's not what we want. So what does anybody have any plastic ship model kits or any kits that they want to donate? If you want to clean out your stash, if we could help with donations, it would really greatly appreciate it.
Where do the auction proceeds go?
The auction proceeds, in the past, we've put it in the treasury, and like the auction we had in October, we made a donation to the Mariners Museum.
So it comes back to our group. That's my question.
We're confusing auction.
No, I think this is the IPMS option.
Oh, the IPMS, that
Supports the cost of the show and
Yeah.
the proceeds to the right.
keep, the $5 admission fee, keep that down. It's for them to, they look at it and, they sometimes, I've heard that, it's not a huge money maker, but it is, we probably make as much in an auction, in a few hours as what they do trying to, in months of planning.
This is just helping support the IPMS show.
IPMS, right. But the thing is that, in the past, we would give them $135 for sponsorship for trophies and all, but, you know, but, yeah,
What is that meeting with that?
the last Saturday of February, I don't have the calendar.
24th.
24th.
When do you need them by, Ron?
We would need it for the show.
No, I mean, just that day?
Well, actually, if we could get it before, it would be nice. I mean, you know, if we could have something in it, and I don't know if there's anything in the auction that maybe in our auction that could be,
Nah.
yeah, and I think I said auction for the IPMS, it's really a raffle.
Right.
You know, it's a raffle ticket.
A lot of stuff we did in that raffle ends up in our auction a few months later.
No, I've got something a couple things I could do.
Okay, well,
Well, and Dave Baker is good, stands as he gets.
Yeah.
Maybe willing to donate something?
I thought it would just be, you know, I asked them, was there anything that we can do? And Richard Leininger is he is the fellow that's heading up this thing. He said, well, we really need raffle kits, you know, kits for the raffle because the manufacturers have cut back. What he said, and that's always been a popular thing with even with us. I mean, you know, if anybody's been to our table in the back, there's always plastic kits stacked up, and you know, the way they raffle them are they raffle off car kits, ship kits, aircraft, armor, and then maybe miscellaneous, and now the new class is Gundam, and so, you know, I don't know, but I'm hoping that we could, you know, at least give them something and give them something nice. I mean, you know, maybe we could even think about going out and purchasing a nice kit or something. But it's, you know, I just want to get the word out. So hopefully, you know, we'll have, you know, something good to give them. But that's all they're asking for.
People haven't gone, it's a really good, beautiful models to see. There's a ton of good stuff at the flea market. The raffle was fun. It's a good day.
Yeah, the vendors, I mean, they're going into this building, they'll have more vendors. I don't think the display space will be any bigger, but I know that they said they're adding some more classes for Gundam. Apparently that's really taken over. And does everybody know what Gundam is? You know, I didn't know what it was. You know, I can remember people, it's these Transformer type figures. And it's brought in a lot of younger modelers to the hobby, but yeah, but they are supposedly going to have around 125 vendors on tables, is what I understand, for vendors. That you know, usually, if you're looking for a model, you can find it there. It's a lot of fun walking through and trying to find that particular model and hold them. And for me, walking through is just nostalgic, looking at the old kids that when I was a kid, you see some of them out there, but it's really nice. Legos, yeah. I've got a grandson that is big into Legos. He is huge. And then the last thing I want to bring up on the new business is that I have secured the site for the picnic, and it'll be on September 14th. We have, you know, some of those sites went really quick, and being, you know, they come available on January 1st. So I was able to get the same shelter that we always had. It went up $10, and maybe $25. It's $125 now. But it's well worth it, I think. I think everybody likes the privacy of that particular shelter. And it's September 14th, picnic. Okay.
New business.
Any more new business?
The second model gallery is now reopened. What it's going to look like, and I haven't been down today, when everything goes back in, probably going to be somewhat different. But they've done a wonderful job on the floors. They've got the air handlers replaced up above, and that's going to go on because we have 50-some air handlers, probably in other galleries. But the gallery's open now. You can walk through in the second model gallery.
That's good. So that is open there. We can walk around. I didn't come in that way because
It's kind of a pain in the neck to gotta walk all the way around when you go into the shop. But, so I snuck around most of the time. But they've redone the floor and fixed the air handlers and everything's fine in that gallery now. I don't think there's anything in it yet, but that's obviously. Or they could have used this week, it was a down week.
Okay.
Israel today.
All right, let's take a look. Any other new business? Okay, let's